Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Jones Hovercraft, their original powder board. This board features Jones's directional cam rocker, so you have more rocker in the nose, camber through the inserts, and a little bit of rocker in the tail. This is going to give you that load and pop of traditional camber underfoot, which also helps with the drive. But that rocker in the nose is going to give you ease of entry in and out of turns, as well as optimal powder float. This board is available in 148, 152, 156, 160, and 164. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a sunny bluebird day with colder temps with 6 to 8 inches of fresh snow that started off light and fluffy and turned to heavy and shundery as the day progressed because it got warmer and we got super warm temps, so it was kind of just like a mix of regular POW to hot POW, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. Clearly this board will have a directional flex, so you have a softer nose that stiffens up midway back to the front insert pack and progressively stiffens back to the tail. There is a decent amount of torsional flex, so you can twist it, but it's not overly abundant. And when it comes to stability, pretty much all the stability is from just outside that front insert back. That nose gets knocked around. You feel it flapping at high speeds, but everything else is pretty much smooth sailing underfoot. I mean, unless you really ram yourself into a rutted out mogul field of death, you're not getting bucked around on this deck. The snap's there if you load up the camber section of this board. It's not something that's mind-blowing, and it's pretty much what you would expect from a directional carving powder cruiser deck like this. You get pretty much all the pop from the mid back to the tail. You can kind of feel that camber section engage that little rocker zone back there. It gives it a little springboard-like effect. It's not the snappiest thing out there. It gets the job done. It's predictable. That's really all you need to know with this. The nose right here locks in for POW butters. You pop that 180, you land in it, it locks, it holds, you pop right back out. A little bit of fresh snow goes a long way with this thing. It's predictable. You don't feel the board fighting you with that camber section at all. Now with the tail, it being stiffer, smaller rocker zone, high-speed wheelies are kind of the key with it. Plus you've only got like this much room to really play with. It's predictable. I mean, I don't know why you're really going out of your way to butter with this thing, but hey, if you want to, that's on you. With the rocker in the nose and that 3D shaping, it gives a faster ease of entry in and out of turns. You notice right away how nimble it is and how easy it is to get it on edge. Now it does steer outside that front foot, and that's how you want to engage it, but when you're really pressuring the edge and you want to drive the board, it steers from inside the front foot back through the tail. And when you're doing those little micro adjustments when you're on edge where you just want to set it a little bit harder, it's all ankle steering directly underfoot. This is a board that rips a carve when you want it to. You can lay it over, leave a trench, or you can be laid back and mellow. Short, quick setup turns, not a problem. Medium, mellow carves, great. Deep, hard, aggressive carves, not a problem at all either with this thing. It's a deck that you can carve with as you go around the mountain trying to find powder, or if it's the spring and you're just waiting for everything to soften up so you can go slush busting. Who's this board for? The resort rider that wants to get the powder goods. Realistically, the only reason I rode this board was to update the review because there's been a few tweaks to it, but overall, it's still the same consistent powder board that I've ridden in the past. Sure, you get some 3D shaping to it, which really does help in powder, but overall, it's the original powder board from Jones. It doesn't suck. It does what you want it to do. It's a great ride. You know you can just get on it and it's going to do what you want it to do. Comparable boards: the Rosnell Sashimi, the Rome Stalefish, the Borealis Koi. Binding recommendations: the Rome Katana, the Burton Cartel, the Jones Mercury. This has been my review of the Jones Hovercraft. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.